1 in 3 people in Singapore are at risk of developing diabetes in their lifetime. And it need not be this way. It should not be this way. It must not be this way. We must do something about it, and we can do something about it. I think it has been 10 years since the Singapore government declared a war on diabetes. Are we still at war? Have we won the war? Or have we given up on the war on diabetes? If you base the answer of that on what we see around us, most people will assume that Singapore's war on diabetes is already over, or at least not an active war anymore. Because we no longer see much advertising on social media, at the bus stops, on buses, or having events about this war on diabetes anymore, compared to the early years of Singapore's war on diabetes. I do not know what is the official status of this war on diabetes campaign, but to me, at least at the individual, personal level, we cannot and must not stop this war on diabetes because it is a lifelong war. Because the risk of diabetes is a lifelong one, the war against it must therefore also be a lifelong one. And the risk of diabetes is a personal one. Therefore, this war on diabetes is not a governmental one. It must be a personal one as well. Our personal war against diabetes. Hello, for those who do not know me, I'm Dr. Chan, and I am passionate about encouraging, educating, and coaching people to use the power of their lifestyle habits to prevent and combat lifestyle-related chronic diseases such as diabetes. We are all at risk of developing diabetes in our lifetime. The risk is not low. 10 years ago, Singapore's Ministry of Health projected that as many as 1 in 3 Singaporeans are at risk of developing diabetes in their lifetime. I do not know what is the latest or current projection, whether it is still 1 in 3, but it almost does not matter. Because whether it's 1 in 3, 1 in 4, or 1 in 5, it is still high, and we must do something about it. So that's the bad news. We are all at risk. We are all at high risk. 1 in 3 of us may develop diabetes in our lifetime. But the good news is that diabetes is a condition closely related to and significantly affected by our lifestyle. And we are in control of our lifestyle. We are in control of what we choose to put onto our plates, whether we choose to exercise regularly or not. We are in control whether to choose to add sugar in our coffee or not. We are not sitting ducks. We should not be sitting ducks. When it comes to diabetes risk, even though the risks are high, we can be proactive. We can be proactive to change and lower that risk significantly. We should all be declaring war on diabetes individually and not rely on the government, the ministry or HPB Health Promotion Board. We should not and need not depend on the government to regulate and control the hawkers like in this hawker center that I am at now. Even without any government measures or policies or regulations, we can already make better choices at hawker centers. Regardless of that, the choices at hawker centers may not be the best, the most healthy, but we certainly can still make better choices. For example, when ordering coffee, Kopi-O Kosong, I know that local kopi use sugar and margarine. When roasting the beans, it is not the best choice, it is not the healthiest choice, but still, we can make it better. To some degree, by choosing not to add sugar, go Kopi-O Kosong. This might seem like a small thing, how much sugar you put into your coffee habitually, but this is just an example of how much each of us can do better in our respective personal war on diabetes. It may seem small, it may seem simple, but small and simple things done well can be powerful medicine. So many aspects of our lifestyle habits that we have still have room for improvement, still have room to do better. So let's do better. Let's choose better. The risk of diabetes is a lifelong one. The war against it must therefore be a lifelong one as well. And the risk of diabetes is a personal one. Therefore, the war on diabetes must also be a personal one as well. Have you started on your personal war on diabetes? Let's encourage one another. Let's motivate one another. Let's support one another in our respective personal war on diabetes. Start now, start today. I'm Dr. Chan. Let habits be your medicine. Eat well, be well, Kopi-O Kosong.